Hi you guys, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft, and I have a pretty simple page that I'm gonna do. I have my Creative Memories mat. Of course it might be upside down, is it? Yeah, upside down. And it's dirty and it's well loved. So I have this rainbow paper from Paper Rose Studio, rainbow wood. That company is made in Australia. Their papers tend to have a little bit of a glossy sheen to them, which I don't mind at all. And this paper is going to be perfect for my photos because I am just documenting this gift. It was actually from my boss at the time in 2010. Her dad, he had been an engineer as well, like she and I, and he was a woodworker, and he made this gorgeous, he turned this gorgeous piece of wood, and it had a floral frog in it, and so she gifted it to me. I think she gifted it to me with these orchids in it, and it's just gorgeous. So I put it on my mantle. I still have it, and it went so well with this glass clock that I have. So I just want to document that gorgeous gift. So I'm thinking, and this has all these burgundies and reds in it. So I have some, it's flat, but it's not completely flat. I think it's probably Creative Memories paper, so I'm gonna mat these. I'm not gonna mat them in white. I think that's too harsh. I don't need the white. I have some different pieces of ephemera pulled to tuck in and around, and I think I'll probably try and do some sort of splatter or something. I have some metallic, I don't know if any of these will really work, these metallic, this one might, watercolors, but I also have some Nuvo drops, and I may try and see if I can experiment with watering down some Nuvo drops and trying to splatter those, because I definitely want some gold or coppery splatter on here. So let's just get started. It's going to be hopefully a quick page. I don't know. Sometimes when I say that, not so much. All right, so I have sped up at 3 times speed for most of the rest of this video. The whole page took me about 30 minutes, but I know you guys don't want to watch me assembling a page for 30 minutes. So it's just sped up. Most of it is really just the process and time for embellishing and just finding a home for all the little, and I used mostly neutrals. I didn't pull out any colorful ephemera pieces. I might have been able to add, but I didn't really think it needed. There's florals in the photo, so I didn't need to add florals to the page, and it's really about the wooden piece of art. And so I just, I wanted to keep it simple, and I wanted an opportunity. I don't use a lot of these browns and beiges in my ephemera, on my pages. So I thought this is a great opportunity, to use some of this. That journaling box is not going to stay there. I will end up moving it. I'm just using vintage photo to round out, to ink all the edges of the different pieces of ephemera. This was a little piece of mail. This piece of artwork did come in the mail to me. And then there's one that says something about Her Majesty, the Queen at the top. And this gentleman that made this, Bill, his wife, was British. And so my friend Sue had lived in England as I had lived in England. So I thought that was appropriate. And then the other one is talking about drawings and paintings. Now, this isn't drawings and paintings, but it's art. And so I felt like it fit. So I'm looking for some wordy bits in my Tim Holtz, I think it's ideology, maybe. Just different wordy bits that he has. I use them as tiny bits on a lot of different pages. They're all in neutral colors. And I think I found a few, I don't remember at this time what they say, but they fit the situation and the theme. So I decided that the bottom cluster needed a little more and that I would move the journal box down there just to sort of even things out a bit and to leave better room for a title. So I was trying to think about what I wanted for a title here. Here's some more tickets. I just tore that in half to add the bits there. And I decided just to go pretty literal with treasured gift. I guess I probably could have said, thank you, Bill Rainwater, or something like that, but that would have gotten long. So treasured gift, and I think that's good. And I love these copper metallic letters. I think they are the perfect complement to this. And then as I keep moving through this, the Nuvo drop, watering down the Nuvo drops and sprinkling those, and I have this perfect color of copper in Nuvo drops to add to this. So I was really happy with the way that came out. And you'll see that. I wasn't sure if it would maintain their shine, if they would water down well, and they did. It took a little bit of mixing, but they did. So I'm just trying to see if I can get that red to show from that letter ephemera. And those are all the ephemera I used, I think, is Tim Holtz, with the exception of that journaling box, which is maybe Heidi Swap from a long, long time ago. So I did end up, after this video, having to go back and add glue to these letters. I just think that they're not super, super sticky, and then the combination of that on the glossy type paper, they just weren't sticking super well. I could have waited to see if they stuck better, but I decided not to risk it. So I'm putting the word treasured on a piece of wax paper so that I can position it just to see where I need to start it, so I don't have to put it down and stick it down and pick it back up multiple times, as I usually do, just to figure out how much time it's going to take. What I'm pointing out here is on that, there were only 2 R's on that whole sheet, and yet there were 3 U's. How can there be 3 U's and only 2 R's? It made no sense to me. So I'm already out of R's on that sheet. And like I said, I love it, so I know I'm going to want to do more with it, and I'm not going to have the right letters. All right, and I think I'm adding those wordy bits now. Just trying to figure out the best place for them. And then here I'm going to put it on a little scrap piece of paper first. And then I had to cut away from the video I used my dryer on it to see how it would dry. So I did use my heat tool on it just to speed up the process. So I stepped away. It looks good. And now we're going to cover the photos with some wax paper. And then sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm really pleased to know that these Nuvo drops work this way, because I'll be able to do that in future whenever I want metallic sprinkles. And more, honestly, more metallic than my metallic watercolors. All right, so I'm going to close out the audio here. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done that. I post daily layouts or cards or hauls and lots of fun stuff. Thanks. All right, so this obviously needs to dry, but after it's dry, I may have to glue these letters down. But just a really simple and very quick page of my treasured gift, and I'll just need to write on here. Thanks a lot, you guys.